If you live in Ohio or Kentucky, you may want to think twice about visiting the emergency room in 2018. Consumer reporter John Matteries explains why a major health insurer may not pay for your ER visits anymore. But first, Apple finally admits they are slowing down our phones.
Yes, Julie, I bet you suspected that. You know, many iPhone owners have suspected that for years, that once your iPhone gets to 2 or 3 years old, Apple slows it down. Well, tonight, Apple's finally admitting, yes, it does that. The company says it identifies older phones with failing batteries, then limits their performance to save the battery. Apple says this will save battery life. That's why many apps may open slower and websites may take longer to load for you. So what's the fix? A new battery for $150 or a brand new iPhone. Oh. There you go. It's a catch. From slow to fast, Spectrum Cable is about to offer Cincinnati area customers super fast 200 megabyte internet speeds. Spectrum will offer 200 megabyte service, though it's not cheap at $100 a month for a standalone service. Spectrum, meantime, is raising rates for its Lexington, Kentucky customers by $10 a month on January 1st. No rate hike in our area just yet. Well, a controversial move could have you thinking twice about getting help during a critical medical moment. A major insurance provider in Ohio and Kentucky is now trying to keep the emergency ER visits to actual emergencies. But some say that could leave patients on the hook with hefty bills just for wanting to get their health checked. The new year will bring new concerns when it comes to emergency room visits in the state of Ohio.
We are the safety net of our population.
The American College of Emergency Physicians is speaking out against changes in what will be covered when some patients stop here.
What this policy does is it discourages patients.
Starting January 1st, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield of Ohio will decide if a patient's ER visit is warranted based on the diagnosis. But some doctors say
our patients are going to be in danger.
Earlier this fall, 9 on Your Side's Lisa Smith reported on the same thing happening in Kentucky, where Anthem for a year now has been limiting coverage of non-essential ER visits.
The bigger concern is it's going to keep out some people that really need to be in the emergency room. And we're trying to attack this before people get hurt and die.
Anthem says it's in response to an increase in emergency room visits for things like ingrown toenails and itchy eyes from allergies. But critics like ER doctor Perver Grover fear the move forces patients to decide if what they're experiencing is life-threatening or not.
It takes us 7 years to get trained to make that decision. Do we really think it's fair for a patient to decide that?
Now, Anthem says if you think you're having an emergency, you should always go to the ER. And it says it will approve ER visits if it's a doctor referral, if it involves a child, or if the visit is on a Sunday or holiday. Now, if you've been denied payment for an ER visit, you fall into this category, please send me an email or a Facebook message. I would like to hear from viewers as to what happened to them. And finally, Julie and Craig, tonight at 11, you'll like this one, Julie. How you can be banned for making too many returns to a store. Yes, returning too many pairs of shoes, Julie, can get you banned.
I keep them.
I hope you can join me for this important report tonight at 11 so you don't waste your money.